Let's go ahead and review another Amouage fragrance, and this time around, this is one of the most unique, the most artistic, and one of the most beautiful fragrances from this house, in my honest opinion, Amouage Myths Man. But before that, I have to do a very important announcement, especially for my international subscribers, and not only non-Romanian subscribers, but also Romanian subscribers who probably live in different countries in Europe. As you already know, 1 year ago, I started decanting fragrances. I decant all the fragrances that I have in my collection, and I started selling decants. So for the past year, I learned how to do this business, this trade. I learned a lot of things that I never knew because I never did this thing before. And I decided that it's time for me now to expand my horizons. It's time for me to expand this, let's say, side of this channel. And I'm going to start shipping perfume decants abroad. Because I live in Romania, this is my home country, and because I had a lot of requests coming from fellow countrymen that live abroad and were not able to purchase my decants, therefore I decided that the next logical step for me and to my growth is for me to start expanding this side of the channel and make my perfume decants available to a bigger audience. Therefore, starting from this week, I decided to make my decants available throughout Europe. There are a couple of things you need to know. First of all, it takes between 3 to 10 labor days for you to receive the order. This is not depending on me, but on the company that's delivering the scents, the decants. Also, there are some other rules that you can read all about in the decanting list that I will make available at the email address that you are seeing in this video, and that is gavohd@yahoo.com. There you can ask for the list. I will send you the list. You can see all the fragrances that I have available. I only do decants in 5 and 10 milliliter decanters. All products are from my own collection, and all fragrances are, if I needed to say more, original products. And most important, I have some of the best prices that you're going to find out there compared to many online shops that are selling this type of products. So this is the big announcement. As I said, if you are interested, if you need to try out fragrances, and you may find that I have things that are interesting you, then you can ask for the list at the email address that's provided in this video. Okay, this was the announcement. Now let's get back to what the main reason of this video is. And this is Myths Man, a fragrance that came to the market in 2016. And as I said, this is one of the most beautiful, unique, and artistic fragrances from the house of Amouage. Let's talk about the composition because it's very, very nice. We have chrysanthemum and orris in the top notes. We get vetiver, rose, rum, and elemi resin in the heart. And in the base, we have leather, ash, and labdanum. So, some very interesting chords inside this fragrance, which, by the way, it's very, very high quality. And as you may have noticed, is a floral fragrance for males. Yet again, Amouage decided to take a floral accord or a floral note and transform it into something masculine. And I have to say, the chrysanthemum in this one is something to die for. It's so bold, it's so beautiful, it's so strong, powerful, but at the same time, very elegant, very sensual, very, I would say, mysterious, and is simply stunning. And combined with the very unique and interesting ash note and leather in this fragrance, the result is simply spectacular. Because these are actually the main accords on my skin. Chrysanthemum, ash, leather, and some bits and hints of labdanum in the background, which contribute to this overall dark, mature feeling or vibe that you get from the fragrance throughout its life. It starts very powerful, and you are encountered by a very strong chrysanthemum note, which you either like or hate. In my case, I love. But also, you get some powderiness in the background coming from the orris, but the powderiness is very short-lived because the orris basically disappears very quickly and makes way for another very short phase of this fragrance, which is the heart, where you get the rum, the vetiver, the rose, and also the elemi. Again, very short-lived, it fades away and makes way for what I consider to be the main secret of this fragrance. And that is the combination between the ash note, the leather, and the chrysanthemum. And does it smell so good? Oh boy, this is simply gorgeous. A very strong fragrance that makes an impact. It's very unique at the same time and also very artistic. I actually consider this one to be one of the most artistic fragrances in Amouage's whole lineup, up together with Figment Man, for example, or if you want, Fate Man. It's in the same vein, if you want, and I truly enjoy those fragrances. So, who is this fragrance for? Well, in my honest opinion, this is a fragrance for a gentleman. This is a fragrance for a more mature consumer. I wouldn't see this one being worn by inexperienced or younger crowds, to be honest, because it's quite a challenging scent. Also, this for me works best in cooler weather, therefore I highly recommend it in fall, winter and spring when it's cold outside. But I did wear it also in summertime. Just be very careful if you decide to wear it in summertime to apply the minimum amount necessary, and that is one spray, and it's simply enough because this is a very potent fragrance, and you may choke up during the high temperatures in summertime. Very elegant, very good for formal events, for special events when you are dressed up. I don't know, suit and tie, for example. And basically, this is the type of scenario that I'm actually wearing Myths Man every single time that I decide to wear it. I wouldn't wear it in more casual or semi-formal scenarios because it's not made for those type of scenarios. A true masterpiece from the house of Amouage, a true floral made for males from the house of Amouage, just like Diamant, for example, just like, I don't know, Sunshine Man with its immortal note. What else? Let's see. Bracken Man with the geranium, and so on and so forth. Opus 5, for example, with its iris note from the library collection. And I encourage you to give it a try at least, because it's something that you need to sniff if you already didn't do it. Although it is marketed for men, and although there is a female version, I wouldn't mind seeing a woman trying this fragrance and actually loving it. Therefore, ladies, if you want to try it, to give it a wear, go ahead and do it. You may actually enjoy it more than the female variant. For me, it's simply a very, very beautiful scent, very unique, very artistic, very strong at the same time, and it's something that you won't smell every day on every single man. Therefore, I highly recommend it. But as always, first try it, buy a small decant, a small sample, wear it a couple of times, see how it performs, see how it behaves on your skin, see if you like it actually, and only afterwards, based on your own conclusions, not on what I have to say in my videos or what other people are saying on their videos or writing on the internet, only then go ahead and purchase the full bottle. Don't go ahead and blind buy it, because you may regret blind buying it. It may not suit your needs, and you may end up regretting spending a lot of money on this fragrance. Therefore, I highly recommend it if you like this type of fragrances, and especially if you love high quality fragrances, especially if you love Amouage. I'm going to stop here. As always, my friends, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.